I wanted to put out a thoughts video on Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone, the Battle Royale version of Modern Warfare, the 2019 Modern Warfare remake or reimagining. I want to start out by saying that I'm sure there's things in this that are going to be maybe somewhat contradictory to each other and their points. I'm just throwing out different ideas I have. Like, I know some of them may be contradictory in some ways, but overall they're just thoughts. This is off the cuff. This isn't scripted. This is just what I've been thinking, what I've been feeling. I felt like when Warzone launched, it was really fun, like super fun, and honestly was one of the harder battle royales to get a win at than any of the others that I've played so far. Played Blackout, played Fortnite, played Apex. Didn't really try Realm Royale. I was PUBG. I just didn't want to play that on console. So, I feel like I know everyone bitches about skill-based matchmaking, me included. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. I know that's, some people maybe click on this video as soon as I say skill-based matchmaking, like, oh, just another person bitching, just get better. But I think there's something to be said that it feels, it's not the fact that people are just smarter. It feels like almost everyone is just doing the complete optimal thing. You know what I mean? Obviously, everyone just Googles whatever the meta is, which is, growls, MP5s, and M4s, all that stuff. Of course, that's just the day and age we live in. You get to Google anything you want. It's like, what's the strongest thing? This. So, I would really like for them to buff up some other weapons or nerf the ones that are top tier right now, just to mix things up. Like, it would be nice if you could run a AK or something, right? Like, it's like, hey, I like the AKs in games. I would like to be able to use it. It's like, well, you can, but it's not as good as these other weapons. That's the unfortunate fact of Call of Duties, really, in general, but it's even more in Warzone. It's just like, hey, all you see is growls, right? Like, most of the times all you see is growls. So I think I should touch on the meta a little bit, but also I think overall as a narrative for battle royales, besides just the skill-based matchmaking, because things are just like, I can't even, if I spend 10K on loadout, I spent 10K. If I go towards a loadout after it drops, someone is literally camping my loadout almost every time. I know people are just like, hey, it's smart. It's like, but it's just like, you cannot hardly get your loadout, you know what I mean? Because it's such a choice. And when you fight people that have loadouts, especially with the guns being as dog shit as they are on the ground, every time they make an update, they change the guns on the ground. And it's like, can we just take the best of all of these, right? Like, the Bison's pretty good. They brought back MP7. It's okay. Just, can we not get a consistency going here? Like, let's have good floor loot weapons. I think in a sense, this is where my core problem with Warzone kind of is, right? In this Call of Duty particularly, gun customization is amazing. I know there are meta versions of them, but it is amazing what all you can do with the weapons. Using your weapons feels really cool and it's enjoyable. But when everyone is running just that, right? Like, there's no swap up of the loot or nothing. Like, I feel like loadout should be not harder to come across, but I'm not sure how to approach this. What's stemming from what I'm saying, where I'm trying to come from here, is there's things that I feel like it's not like it has to change. It's just, it would bring it more in line with other battle royales. Let's make these floor guns worth the shit, right? The blueprints that they put into the game, a majority of the time, I'm sorry, they're fucking terrible. Like an M4 with burst, that's worse than the FAMAS was. Like, I don't understand. I cannot understand what you're trying to get across here. Why? When you pick up an M4 and the last one, a blue M4 should be very good, right? It should be like, hey, we have like 3 or 4 attachments, and it should be like the recoil stabilization, maybe like a bigger mag, like a 45 or whatever it is. I think it's 50. but like something in the middle, right? Recoil stabilization, a sight, whatever. You know what I mean? Like something like make these guns that you pick up feel like worth the shit, like worth anything. Like I don't want to pick up the guns now. I don't want to FAL. I don't want the RAM. I don't want to pick up any of these up-teen machine guns. The shotguns in Warzone are dog shit. You took out, like, it feels like you took out the only one that was worth anything, which was the double tap one. I don't know which that one was, or maybe the semi-auto side one. Like sometimes you could use it, sometimes, but it's like if your shotgun cannot like two tap somebody, what's the point of using it? Like you shoot them with 2 bullets, and it's like you break their armor, and they've just killed you with like MP7 or MP5. You know, it's just it feels useless, man. Like you made a whole class of guns useless. No one's picking up pistols. No one wants to use these ARs on the ground. No one wants to use the LMGs. I mean, you took out some LMGs, you put different ones in. Like, they're good when they're mounted, right? What I'm getting at here is everything feels like shit. Every weapon feels like shit. And all these other people that instantly land on these contracts, the search ones, just look in the lobby. Pay attention to your lobbies. Look at the search contracts. They're all gone, okay? They need to be nerfed. They probably need to be nerfed. I mean, everyone just does them. They just do them, and they get their contract. They get their loadouts like within the half point of the first circle closing. Right? They got loadouts. That's how it is. Like, okay, it's just rush to get your loadout. That's it. I feel like we should maybe move away from that. Loadouts are great. They are great. I love using my guns. I really like the concepts of the gun customization and everything. But maybe we need to move away from the meta just being loadouts only. Like, let's make some good guns in the game that we can use. You know, when you find someone that's got a 60-round mag, you got a 30-round shitter assault rifle that's kicking all over the place. I don't know, man. I don't think that's it. That's my first point. Maybe we move away from the loadout so much. Like, loadout is the end game, right? But you want to be able to have stuff that lets you transition. Like, hey, if we come back, we can't get loadouts. Hey, I found some gun that's got decent attachments, you know? Especially like a legendary. That's like in other games. If you found like a legendary, you want to pick it up. In this game, you drop the Joker. Currently in this patch, the Joker's gold, bro, is a legendary. I don't give a flying, you know. I don't care at all about getting a Joker out of a drop package, right? The only things I care about are satchel and a gas mask. Speaking of gas mask, why is there still an animation? Why is there an animation at all for the gas mask, right? As soon as you pick up a gas mask, it should just be like, you know, once you get into the gas, like, it should just put the dark rims around the edges, you know what I mean? To let you know, like, hey, your gas mask is, and it shows it breaking. There's no animation putting it on, taking it off. There's no animation. It's just instant. You know, you got it on. Maybe after it breaks, then yeah, maybe. But I'd rather just break and no animation at all. It's gotten me killed a lot. I'm sure a lot of people had to, you know, just constantly doing this while you're in and out the circle. It's so stupid. Why is that a thing? Just have the gas mask. Once you get the gas mask, it's just on. It's just on you at all times. You don't have to put it on. It's just on, right? It's just like a little perk. That's one more thing I hate. I do hate that. All these other things I'm not really hate. It's just like, I kind of feel like it should be more aligned with the battle royales. You know what I mean? The guns, the loot. The loot is the biggest problem in my opinion. Like, it would be nice to have things that are actually worth the fuck. Okay? Also, step 2, this is just my opinion here, and it's controversial. I know how this is going to go. Some people are going to hate it. Some people might really like this opinion. Take Ghost out. Take Ghost, disable Ghost as a perk. Okay? Disable that shit. Make it to where this is terrible for pub stomps, I know. Make it to where like a UAV is more money than $4,000. So, you know what I mean? But make it also to where you can straight up buy an advanced UAV for like 10K instead of 12K. Like maybe make UAV 5,000 and then advanced UAV 10,000. So, but no one has ghosts, right? So no one has ghosts. Maybe increase UAV. Maybe make UAVs drop out of boxes more often, where it feels good to get a UAV. You feel like strategically how you're going to use it because you know you're going to see everyone, right? Maybe you can't buy UAVs. Maybe you can only buy advanced UAVs, and it make advanced UAV last longer, of course. Like if you spend 10K, like we're not going to do 12K. We're going to drop the price. This is in my mind. I know people were just already just typing, raging. But also like heartbeat monitor. The reason why I run Ghost on every class except the Overkill is because of heartbeat monitor. UAVs I could give a shit about. Like UAVs that last for a while and they're sweeping. But heartbeat monitors, people just constantly holding it, just staring at it, just staring at it. You know what I mean? We need to make, I think heartbeat monitors should have a downside like any other thing. Like heartbeat monitors should maybe have like a battery of like 20 pulses or something like that. 20 pulses is a lot. Like you, as soon as you do it, it pulses. Okay, this is it. Do it again. You know what I mean? You can check 4 directions. You can do that 5 times with 20 pulses. You can cover your whole area with 5 pulses. You know what I mean? Like north, south, east, west. You can do that 5 times with 20 pulses on a charge of a battery of a tactical. You know what I mean? They should be tactical for a reason, not crutches. Tactical. You use a stun. You know what I mean? You don't have another one, or you got 2 and that's it. You know, stun. Gotta find more. Whatever. Heartbeat monitor is just literally just. I kind of love heartbeat monitor, guys. It's over here. It's just it. That's it. That's all. It's all people do. It's a crutch and it's stupid. I've used them. I got them on a lot of classes. If someone doesn't use Ghost, it's like, oh, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? Like that's my biggest issue with the heartbeat monitor. It's just like, let's take Ghost out. Take heartbeat monitor and nerf it, like, or normalize it. I mean, I think it's got unlimited charges, bro. The thing's solar powered, basically. I don't understand that. I don't know. Just, I feel like that makes people push people in an unhealthy way. Where you're getting tracked, bro. You're getting tracked to the fucking wall. You got no chance unless you got Ghost. You know? I feel like we should take Ghost out. Heartbeat monitor, let's normalize it. Let's change up the UAVs and advanced UAVs. Let's change all that up and just see how it goes. Because it could be unhealthy in a way too, but I just don't like the way it is right now. It's just like, I gotta run Ghosts. The way it is, you know? I run a mid-range AR, no stock, so it's snappy. I can use it close, kinda. I can kinda hose them. I can use it mid-range. If I got good shots, I can use it long range. Run an RPG secondary to shoot at stuff, whatever. You know what I mean? It's boring, really, is what it is to me. Like, I would love to be able to run my sniper, not one I pick up off the ground. I like to run my sniper or run a SMG where I can just aggressively push people. I mean, I guess it is something to say, like, we have recently tested around with playing with people that did have, like, that just start playing Warzone that have like lower scores per minute, lower KDs, lower win rates, and we would take Overkill and we could just literally fly at people with MP5s, just fly at them, and we didn't win, but we would get like 8 to 10 kills in a game. And in a regular game, it feels like every time, this is how I am right now, just personally, I get 2 kills off the rip or something, 2 kills early, I get killed, I get a kill in my gulag, I come back and die again. I go 3 for 2, and that's it. It's like a 1.5 KD like every game. Like, it feels like every game. And then like earlier, I had a game where I had like 20 something kills. And I don't think I was recording it. Well, right, I think I actually got it on the channel, I think. I had 20 something kills, bro. You're gonna tell me I get that much worse? I'm that much worse than I was when I dropped 20 in the first early part of the game? Everyone figured out what's going on and that's what changed? That's a huge drop off, bro. 3 kills from 20 something. And before, that was just like one of my better games, right? Like before I was getting at least like 10 a game, like at least. And now it's like 3. And you gotta try super fucking hard. And it's just like, I had people get in a helicopter, fly towards my loadout, jump out, and head glitch on my loadout. You can't do nothing to your loadout. You can't shoot through it. they're head glitching my loadout. It's like, it's just, what do you do? Like, run away? Just, they're just hunting you down with their hell. You know what I mean? Like, there's some unfortunate things that you can't. I guess that situation, there's nothing you can do, right? You try to run away, they got a helicopter, they're gonna catch you. Like, you can't. You know, I had no loadout. I had shitty starting guns. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like there's a lot that's stale about Warzone right now. I feel like it stems from the points I've made. I do feel like skill-based matchmaking is kind of an issue. I don't know. I'm not sure where and how or what the attention is with skill-based matchmaking. I wish I could see everybody's. I wish I could just see the lobby leaderboards. You know what I mean? Because I could get like a better feel for like, hey, what are they putting me up against here? Because like sometimes, if you land on like the fringes of the map, you'll run into like some shitter teams, and I mean they're actually not very good. You know what I mean? Like they're just not very good. But man, it feels like a mass majority of the people you fight are just like not missing a lot of shots, right? Like I get lasered sometimes, and that could be a latency thing too. It's like that's another problem. If you got skill-based matchmaking, at least give me a good lobby. Because I'm fighting people that are good, right? If there is skill-based as hardcore as I'm saying there is, I'm fighting people that are just as good, if not better than me, a lot. A majority of the time. And then you put me in a lobby with like 80, 90, 100 ping. Why? Not only, that person may have way better ping, they have distinct advantage then. Actual advantage. I'm getting, like, I come around a corner. On my screen, the dude's full sprint, right? Full tack sprint, gun up in the air. I start shooting. I get hit markers on my screen first. On his screen, he's already ADS'd. He gets first shots before I even shoot a bullet. That's frustrating as hell. I'm a person where I'm like, connection should be the basis. Fuck the skill-based matchmaking. I mean, people that are even decent. You know, I don't even think I'm decent in this game. I got 21 wins right now. 21. These other people, if you're scared about people being bad, it doesn't matter. Like, why do you not let all the rest of us have some good time, right? I got 21 wins. I got 1.59 KD. That's it. Nothing crazy. 1.59. Basically a kill and a half a game. That's it. Basically. That's not insane. Why am I running up into these people like this? Holy fuck. They're crazy. They're cracks, bro. I can't, man. It feels like every one of these games, they put skill-based matchmaking in, and it's just so egregious. It's so fucking egregious. I can't stand it. Fortnite, if I went back to Fortnite right now, I guarantee you I would have like 10 kills game one. Game one, 10 kills. Easy. It'd probably a win. Because with skill base, it's like whatever their algorithm is, it like just goes it goes way down when you don't play. I get back on, I don't even know what the game's like anymore. First 3 games, I'd have a great time. I'd be playing pretty well. Because it's gonna put me in a lower bracket. And then it's like, no. Even if I didn't win, 10 kills each of those games, fuck you. Next time I see a guy, he's instant editing. Just, I can't even edit. I can't even hardly build on the fucking game. At all. Like, at all. And there's this dude just constantly swapping the wall in front of me, pumping me in through it. And I'm just like, bro, I'm old. I can't react to this shit. I don't play this game. Why am I in these lobbies? Last time we played, there's a guy that built a tunnel all around. I'm talking like floors, walls, roof at us towards 4 people, and he was able to build through all 4 of us shooting at it. One guy. One. How? I got to an end game. I couldn't even shoot a guy with a bullet. I shot like 600 AR shots, all the rockets that you can carry. I didn't hit him with a bullet. How? You know what I mean? Why am I in this lobby? I can't even hardly build and edit at all. Holy shit. It blew my mind. It blew my mind how egregious it was. It was like, it goes from it goes from, hey, we're having a good time, hey, you're kind of stomping out and winning, right? Like, I don't have to stomp out and win every game. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say make it for pub stompers. You're making it to where here's where I'm coming from. I'm definitely not a casual, okay? I'm not a casual, I know that. Because I'm making a YouTube video about it. I got a setup, you know what I mean? Like, gaming's my hobby. So, I'm not a casual. I just got done working 60 hours this week. All I want to do is hop on with my friends and fuck around a little, okay? And I can't even enjoy it. 2 kills a game. When I can go play goddamn shipment and drop 50, 60 bombs like a madman. You know what I mean? I know it's battle royales, it shouldn't be the same thing, but it's like, man, just please. Like, I'm tired of taking every fight someone's at some high ground, head glitching, mounted with a growl. Heartbeat monitor find me if I ever want to run overkill, man. I'm not as good as these streamers. I can't run and fly at people. It's like, what do I do? Just play it so passive? Like, if I want to win, I just gotta sit around and try a third party all the time. I guess it's just smart for battle royales in general, but man, just it feels so bad, battle royales lately, man. I just kind of like it the way it was, just kind of fly at people. You know what I mean? Like, you run into good people, you're like, I can tell this person's good. Let me try to step it up. You run into bad people, you just doo-doo on them and get their loot. You're looted up. Hey, I got all these shields. I can go again. Now I can fly at someone else. You know what I mean? I liked that age of battle royales so much more than this like hyper competitive feeling focused. I'm not a fan of the competitive BR stance. So I mean, this video is already 20 minutes long, but I mean, that's how I feel, guys. I'm sorry. I just want to get this shit on my chest. Like I said, I think the main thing we need to do is look at the weapons. The main thing is, besides skill based, that's never changing. Besides all that stuff that really fogs my brain, look at maybe also like a RPG limit, like less than 6. You know what I mean? Because like if you're unamped, man, that's a lot of RPGs getting launched at you. That's another thing. It's kind of annoying getting RPG spammed. Maybe not the launcher itself, but getting spammed. Ooh, ooh. Especially if there's more than one. Ooh, with amped. Oh god. Anyways, maybe RPGs, touch them up. Let's touch up all the loot. We need to touch up all the loot, make the loot where it's usable and it feels good to get a gun. I can use this. All right, good. I'm all right. You know, I could actually try to use this. More than it is now. I feel like I can't use any guns in the game. That's how it feels. I feel like I don't like any of these floor guns. The Boson. Give me the Boson. Whatever. Maybe touch up loadouts some way, somehow. I'm not really sure. That's not really, I don't have suggestions for that, but it's just like, it feels, you know, I like the way it is, but I mean, I like having the guns, I mean. But if you don't got them, it feels like you can't do anything, right? Maybe touch up on the weapons that are meta. Maybe we nerf some slight nerfs. I would like you to buff the other ones better than nerfing these, but that's just me. Mid-range feels dominated in the game, so maybe touch on that. I don't know. Like, the best mid-range guns are accurate, got a lot of bullets, growl M4. They just kind of dominate, you know. Maybe we buff LMGs where they can mount anywhere. Like, you lay on the ground and they can mount. Something like that. LMGs are really good when they're mounted, but yeah, beyond that, I guess the heartbeat monitor is the second biggest thing in my opinion. First floor loot, second's the heartbeat monitors, like, and the gas mask, of course. But I think those are my biggest points. Is we need to touch on the loot, the loadouts, the heartbeat monitor, and the UAV situations, and Ghost. Because it's just like, hey, just run Ghost. You gotta run Ghost. You know, if you don't want to be on all this bullshit, crutchy stuff. Like I said, I have no problem with UAVs, but the heartbeat monitor spam. Oh. I've seen comments that are like, oh, well, it's perfectly balanced. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's like, no. You have a tactical. It's making me use a perk when I could carry a whole nother gun with weapons. Like, that's the trade-off? You know what I mean? And then when you get streaks, they don't feel good. You get UAV, people aren't on it. You know, just... That's where I'm coming from. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe down below. I did have a pop-off video the other day. Got a decent amount of subscribers because I asked. I didn't think asking you guys would actually change your minds that much. So if you would please subscribe, and leave your feedback. I had a lot of comments, and I've actually enjoyed reading them. I can't comment back to 100 comments, of course, but a few of them I will for a while till I get to have to move on to the next video. Like I said, I worked 60 hours this last week. It sucked ass. It will continue to suck ass. And then Warzone will continue to suck ass for me if nothing is ever done. You know, I get to the point where I'm so frustrated. Like, I would love to just be able to get on with my friends, my wife, people who are not as good and don't play as much, and be able to actually play the game with us, you know? Because it's like, we start dragging into those lobbies. It's like, if it's bad for me, imagine how bad it is for people that are even, who are not even as enthusiastic as I am. I'm not gonna say they suck because they don't. You know what I mean? Like, they just haven't played as much. So, you know, imagine them. It's not a good feeling, man. You can't. I don't blame my buddies because there's other guys I know that are pretty good, and we got sweat, bro. I mean, there's 4 of us, and we have to sweat it up. I mean, I think games should just put ranked modes and social modes, and just turn whatever skill-based thing it is, whatever it is, just turn it all the way off. Whatever. Running potatoes, running the pros. Who gives a shit? That's just me. That's where I'm at. Tell me where you guys are. How do you feel about Warzone? Do you still enjoy it? Do you enjoy getting 1-2 kills and dying and that's it? Is that enjoyable for a whole night of gameplay? You let me know, guys. I will see you on the next video. Peace.